Hey there, hobby friends. King NASCAR here. Hope everybody's doing well out there today. Looks like I got back one of my, I have, I think, one more PSA submission, but this is like my second to last PSA submission that I've got that's out right now. I've sent out a few more subs, but they haven't gotten there yet. But anyway, long story short, this is a blind reveal. Don't know the grades. If I remember correctly, this is like a lot of vintage cards. And when I say vintage, you know, it's like 60s, 70s, 80s. I don't think there's a lot of racing in here. There's a lot of, this is like an odds and ends kind of submission right here. So I think like there's going to be some cycling, like maybe some Eddie Merckx cards. And I'm trying to remember what else is in here. But anyway, let's get going on it. Enough talking. I've got my Peachy Keen PSA box cutter. So it's got its retractable ninja blade. Look at that. Pretty cool. All right, let's get going, man. Let's quit jacking around. You need to hurry up, boy. I know, man. I'm jacking around. And I don't know why these are in two boxes. I think there's like 20-something cards. 23 or 4, I'm not sure. So who knows? I'm hoping that I don't have any cards that didn't get graded. I mean, the last few subs I've got, there's been cards that are like minimum size and they don't have a spec for them or something. So let's see here. Let's get this out of here real quick. Got a lot of bubble wrap. All right. So there's like 2 or 3 cards in there. Oh, I think these they needed bigger holders. So that's probably why we've got what we've got. So, all right. So let's stick those down there. And there's probably some sophomoric slabs in here too. I would not be surprised. Because I've been on a sophomoric slab kick here lately. I think those are those are so funny. I love the cards with the funny names. All right, so there's that. Let's get these cards out. I don't know why those cards needed thick slabs. I didn't think any of these things were like really thick cards. So let's see which way we got going on here. Okay, good. So let's do this. See if we cannot see what we've got. I'm going to try to display them all so you guys can see them as I do them. Not expecting any 10s. If I get a 10, it'll be, I think, a miracle. I'm hoping some of them grade good, but like I said, these are vintage. You know, like some old Panini stickers, stuff like that. So, all right, let's get going. Enough talking. Shut up, boy. I know. All right, so the first card, it's a sophomoric slab. It's Bob Gassoff. And he's a PSA 8. I buy all these really funny cards off of eBay, get them raw or ComC. I've had real good luck getting good grades with ComC. But yeah, 1975 hockey, and it's Bob Gassoff. All right, so I'm laughing my gas off right there. All right, next card. This is Ward Bond. Oh, okay. I bought this at a show because I like Ward Bond. He was the cop in It's a Wonderful Life, and of course he was in Wagon Train. And this one got a 6, and it's actually a really nice looking card. It's a 1957 CWS, which that stands for, was it, well, stands for CWS. Okay. But it's, these are like, I think English cards. It says JC Tipped Cigarettes. Okay. But there's Ward Bond with his hat. And, you know, that's 57. That's I think it's during the Wagon Train days. So, and I like watching Wagon Train. It's on MeTV. Comes on in the afternoon. All right, next. Oh, here's a sophomoric slab. It's going to be Happy Feller. Not Bob Feller, but Happy Feller. And he got a PSA 5. It's a 73 Topps football. So go Happy Feller. But you know, he doesn't look really happy right there. He's like, all right, which one of you all switched out my cereal, gave me Cheerios or Life cereal instead of Fruity Pebbles? Here's another sophomoric slab. Garo Upremian. And it's a 71 Topps. It got a PSA 4. I'm really surprised about that. I thought it was actually better than that. But if you look in the background here, you've got Mr. Brady's station wagon with Mr. Brady looking on. So it makes you wonder where in the heck Bobby and Peter and see, Bobby, Peter, and Greg. Yeah, wonder where they are, because you would think they would be there. But anyway, so that's pretty cool. All right, next. Oh, this is a spec sheet. It's like a drag racing card, but it's a Pikes Peak Champ. And it's Bobby Unser, if I remember correctly. It doesn't say this Bobby Unser, but that is Bobby Unser right there, I believe. And like I said, it's a 1965 spec sheet Pikes Peak Champ. It's a PSA 3. And for some reason, I did 2 of these. I don't know why. And here's another one. And it's a PSA 4. But that's really cool. I have my Motorsports Hall of Fame of America set on the set registry. And, you know, Bobby Unser is one of the people, and you know, I don't know if I'm gonna get PSA to recognize that this is Bobby Unser because it doesn't say on the back. So, but still, I just think it's a cool card because I like the Unsers. All right, next, these are veteran racing cars from Amarin T, and this is in England, and it's the Bluebird, and I love the Bluebird. Sir Malcolm Campbell, he I won't say raced it, but he used this to do speed trials, or whatever you want to call it. First, he started off at the beach in Daytona because it was hard packed sand, and then I think later on they moved to the salt flats out in Utah. But I love the Bluebird. It used to be displayed in the Motorsports Hall of Fame in Talladega, but it was in real bad shape. But I think they've since restored it. But like I said, I love the Bluebird. I think it's really cool. All right, next, Transport Through the Ages. I think this may be another Bluebird. Yep, because he had several iterations of the Bluebird. You know, I guess he was trying aerodynamics and whatnot. But this is a 66 Brook Bond from Canada, and it's the Bluebird, Transport Through the Ages, PSA 4. So go Bluebird. And Sir Malcolm Campbell. Okay, this next one, I know for sure this is going to be a Eddie Merckx card, because I can see it's a sticker. And oh yeah, it is. Okay, it's a 73 Panini Sprint. It's got Eddie Merckx and W. Mitchells. I'm not sure how you pronounce the name, but that's pretty cool. I like that. I like how that looks. And I don't think PSA is graded any of these, so I'll probably have to get them to add this spec to the set registry set for Eddie Merckx. So I like that. It's like they're in a velodrome right there. That's pretty neat. Here's another one, because he had several cards in there. And this is another 73 Panini Sprint. It's a PSA 5. And there's Eddie Merckx. And for those of you who don't know, his nickname is called the Cannibal. Just so you know. That's neat. And here's another one. Another Eddie Merckx. And there he is in the velodrome again. And you can see it's a 73 Panini Sprint, PSA 5. So I don't think that's a bad grade. So I like that. And yet another one. And this one is, again, 73 Panini Sprint. It's a PSA 3. So it must have a wrinkle or something in it. But there's Eddie Merckx again right there. I don't know what that dude is. He's like, stop, man, stop. But who knows? All right, so that's pretty neat. And then we've got World of Sport. Oh, these are those, you call, I think it's Venerlandis, is how you pronounce that. It's a Mario Andretti. It's a PSA 8. I actually thought that would be a PSA 9. But I'm not disappointed. I have a PSA 10, so I was going to send that in, you know, just have something extra maybe for trade or something. But I like those. They have those caricatures and everything. That's actually a really cool set. I think Pele's in it. It's got all kinds of different athletes from different sports. So you might want to check that set out. It's a 79 Venerlandis set. All right, next we've got, oh yeah, This is the 57 Swedish Fangio Carlson card, and it's hand cut, as you can see. And it's pretty cool. I'm surprised. I thought it would do better than a 2, but it does have some, I don't know if you can see it there right now. It's got some wrinkles on it. So I guess really the best it could probably hope for was a 4 anyway. But this is from the Record Journal, and it's hand cut. And I got it because of Juan Manuel Fangio. I'm going to request a Juan Manuel Fangio set for the set registry now that they actually have set requests back open. Thankfully, after like a year. But that's going to be neat. I like that. It's pretty neat. And that's one of these things I like about looking for these Fangio cards. You know, since Formula One is a global sport, all kinds of different countries made all these different cards. So it's really, really neat to see some of these. All right, this next card is a blank back. It is, oh, okay. It's a 1967 Pop Builder Share. Now, this was an impulse buy at the National year before last. It's a PSA 6. But, you know, when I was a kid, you know, I liked Cher's music. You know, it's kind of weird, you know, gypsies, tramps, and thieves and all that kind of weird stuff. But when I was a kid, you know, you like that kind of stuff. And I've always kind of been a fan of Sonny and Cher. You know, they had a variety show and all that. But I thought that was really neat. I like that card. So a 6, I actually thought it might do a little bit better. I was thinking maybe towards a 7 or an 8, maybe even if we lucked out an 8. But that's okay. No problem. All right, next, here's another cycling card. This is going to be another Eddie Merckx card. And let's see. It's a 1995 Merlin Giro. And let's see, that's from the d'Italia 78 set. I don't know why it's Italia 78, but it's a 1995. I'll have to double check that one. But anyway, it got a PSA 4. And of course, it's Eddie Merckx. Like I said, I'm collecting Eddie Merckx. Doing his master set on the registry. I'm hoping if I get lucky, maybe I'll complete it by the end of the year. I'm probably going to, I need like 3 or 4 cards right now. Plus they're going to add these other ones, hopefully. So that's pretty neat. I like that. All right, next up is going to be another Eddie Merckx card. Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry, because I saw the sticker on the back. But it is a Juan Manuel Fangio. It's from the 67 Panini Campione dello Sport. Let me get that right. But it's a PSA 3. I like these cards. You know, there is a, or I say cards, it's a sticker. But there's all kinds of, I think that Campione dello Sport is like Champions of Sport. So again, this is one of those sets that has all kinds of different athletes from different sports. So that's another neat sticker set to check out. All right, so next up. Oh, here we go. This is Sophomoric Slab. I can't believe I didn't already have this. It's Dick Wood. It's a 1964 Topps Football Dick Wood. I actually thought it would do better than a 4. The centering's not bad. It's not a bad looking card. But everybody needs a little Dick Wood. It's needless to say. All right, we got, how many more we got? We got 1, 2, we got 5 more. Oh, here's another one I can't believe I didn't have. Dick Felt. And everybody wants Dick Felt, too. But that's a 64 Topps Football, just like Dick Wood. I got these at the National a few years ago, and I thought I had subbed them, but I didn't. So they went in this sub, and here they are. It's a PSA 5. Go Dick Felt. You know, I don't think people, they don't name their kids Dick anymore. But, you know, my middle name is Richard, so there you go. All right, this has got to be a Eddie Merckx. And it is. It's a 1969 Eddie Merckx. It's from the Campione dello Sport set. It's a PSA 4. And I needed this. I need this one for my set. And I don't like how that thing is moved in there. Let me see if I can do a little movement here. I think I am moving it just a little bit. I'll have to play with that later. But Love Eddie Merckx. Love the Cannibal. He is definitely the GOAT of cycling. All right, next up is going to be, I'm sure this is another Eddie Merckx. Yep. It's a 68, 69 Panini Campione dello Sport Eddie Merckx. It's a 3.5 PSA. Look at that. He's just a fresh young kid right there. All right. So, got two more, and these are the ones that are in those thicker holders for whatever reason. Or no, they're not in thicker holders. They just look like they were in thicker holders. Anyway. All right, this is going to be another sophomoric slab. Here you go. Dick Advocat. He's an advocate of dicks. But this is a 1970-71 Monty Gum. And I don't know what DVS top vote ballers. I'm sure vote ballers is for soccer. But it got a PSA 2. So, still pretty cool. Like I said, that's a sophomoric slab, no doubt. So we'll set him over here. And then finally, I'm gonna move that one out of the way. We've got one more card. Actually, this is going to be probably another Eddie Merckx. No, it's not. Oh, it's from that same set as the Juan Manuel Fangio, and it's Dick Tiger. This, you have to admit, this submission had a lot of dicks in it. But it's still pretty cool. It got a 6, so that's actually really good for these stickers. So I'm impressed with that one. But that is the last one, so yeah, pretty spiffy. So let's count how many we had. We had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's like 23 cards is what we had. So not a bad submission. I'll definitely take it. I think it's pretty funny. I like the sophomoric slabs. I like Eddie Merckx. I like some of this odd vintage stuff. I have a lot of fun with it. Most of it's not expensive, except for, it seems like Juan Manuel Fangio has gotten kind of pricey. But anyway, I love it. So that's it. That's all I have on this submission. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button. And you could do me a real big favor and subscribe to my channel, and I would really like that as well. So, with that being said, from Cardle and myself, we will check you folks later.